Over on my About Time channel. Today we're going to read another Your Boyfriend fanfic found on Archive of Your Own. It's all in the colors. Summary. YN has never seen colors. That's reserved for those who found their soulmates. But they didn't think the first color they would see from this blue-clad man would be red. Your boyfriend. It's all in the colors. Color was a privilege not many were able to grasp in this unkind world. Scientists had worked tirelessly to try to figure out how the phenomenon came about, what structures or reactions caused the visual sensation of color, but there were those who could explain it. A soulmate. Everyone had one, but not many were fortunate to find theirs. It's said that once you see your soulmate, whether by passing glance or from a tense eye contact, the world would spin into color, washing away the bleak black and white everyone lived it with. Despite the lack of color, life was still rather normal. People would still drive to work and interact with one another. Businesses and industries unhampered by the restriction of color, but it was always a celebration when someone saw color for the first time. YN had yet to feel such a sensation. But with a family like theirs, with the constant drama and fighting, one would think their lives were colorful enough. With the added stress of finishing university and no response from her job prospects, there was very little they could do. Working at the diner was fine in the short term, something to occupy them while they searched a more professional field. But with their roommates' constant flaking on rent, prospects were getting worse. Sighing, they leant back into the bench they currently occupied, far enough away from the droning tones of the senior yoga and the constant floods from the runner's track. They could really feel the haze rolling through their mind, the bubbling deep in their guts. This was going to be one of those days, taking deep breaths, changing their thoughts, and pushing away the dark ideas. They calmed their racing heartbeat. They didn't need these spinning thoughts right now. Hey there, a sudden voice had their body jolting, spinning from the bench to catch themselves before they fell over onto the glass. Hey, whoa, there, the voice called again. A hand grasped their shoulder and elbow, keeping them planted. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. It's cool, they huffed. The last 5 minutes of breathing exercise lost as their heart resumed pounding against their ribs, the haze coming back over their eyes, the chugging through their guts resumed. You're a jumpy one, aren't you? He giggled, the embarrassment going over their heads as the stranger shifted on the seat next to them, as if today couldn't get any worse. They might as well have this depressive episode too. The burning of depression episode too. The burn of embarrassment spread over their cheeks. Wasn't expecting company, they huffed, keeping their head low to hide their embarrassment. Oh, so you're not meeting anyone? He asked. Friend? Family? No, if you must know. They shook their head, keeping the brim of their carpo over their cap over their face, blocking his view. The stranger began to ramble, warbling constantly, as if he was having a conversation with them and not just being ignored. Well, may I have the pleasure of asking you out? Their mind had blanked until the strangest request came from the stranger. Have the pleasure? And he were asking them out? What the heck? Why are you asking? Turning their head, the cap no longer shielding them from the stranger. They couldn't stop the surprise rising on their face. This was new. He was pretty average-looking, hoodie vest, long-sleeved tee, black slacks. But then, when did people have that on their cheeks? Was that color? They couldn't believe what they were seeing. It was flushed across his cheeks, a bright velvet color, bleeding out. Bleed. That's right, the shade looked similar to blood. Was this the color red? As they pondered, more and more colors came into view, as if someone had changed the setting slowly. A gel fade out from the stranger. From his cheeks, it spread up and out. His once dull eyes became bright and welcoming. They shifted down, something darker, taking the place of the gray and more gray. Some of the black remained, but they didn't care. Everything around them had become bright and colorful, as if life was brought into it. A hand pressed into their cheek, turning back to the stranger. His eyes, bright and sparkling, seemed to have hearts within. He loomed over. Such overwhelming love and affection rained down on them, the red warming his cheeks and widening as a large, sharp teeth smiled. Well, I'm your soulmate. And that was your boyfriend. It's all in the colors. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and commenting down below, and I'll see you guys next time.